Sabah khair. Hello and good morning from Rabat, Morocco. My name is Miranda, that's George, and somewhere over here is my other cat Gigi, and we are very excited to share with you my life living and working in Rabat. I'm having a bit of a lazy morning today. My morning class was canceled, so not exactly sure what we're gonna get up to, but I'm gonna go have my breakfast, get ready for the day, and maybe you and I will discover the city a little bit. Hope to see you. Okay, so I had my breakfast, I am dressed and ready, and I thought I'd show you around my apartment a little bit. So let's take a look. Alrighty, so as we come in, I have a nice big living space. I just have a simple garden table with some chairs, and when I work on Cambly or when I have online classes with my school, this is where I work. There's George again saying hello. There's a lovely terrace out there, which we will look at in a moment. Then over here is the hallway. Right here I have just a toilet, no sink or anything, just the toilet. And on this side is, hello, the bathroom. So I have his and her sinks, a shower with actually a bathtub, which is not super common here. There's also a bidet. I don't use that, but if you know what that is, there you go. Right, so next to the bathroom, I have my bedroom. I just noticed that my cats have pulled the sheet off my bed. What are you doing? Very simple bed, cat bed. Yeah, I bought an apartment unfurnished, I rented an apartment unfurnished, so I don't have a ton of furniture. And then next door is my kitchen. Refrigerator, a little tiny range. Not all places come with one, so I had to buy one. An oven, a washing machine. We've got a sink over here. And then I have on the back a very small little balcony to hang my laundry and get some nice morning sun. The last thing I wanted to show you was this very nice terrace. Private terrace that I have to myself. This was actually one of the really big sellers for me for this apartment. I know it doesn't look like much, it's not very great, but a lot of places don't have something this large and nice and private. So yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the apartment and I love it. Okay, back at home. Turned out to be a very hot day, so had a wardrobe change. I'm getting ready for my one class today, and I'm going to keep answering some questions using some of the pictures that I took while I was walking around by the coast. So I actually teach everyone. I don't teach the little kids. I start around 8 or 9 years old, all the way through adults at my school. I also teach business professionals, and I teach teenagers and adults on Cambly as well. This changes a lot depending on what day of week it is, but I would say in general, once the school year gets going, I'm working anywhere between 25 and 30 hours per week, depending on private lessons and Cambly reservations. Yes, actually before the pandemic, I made pretty good money just working at my primary school. I didn't do anything else, and I had plenty of money left over at the end of every single month. So it is possible, yeah. So I've had several people ask about expenses. I'm gonna get to expenses, I promise, but I wanted to get my dinner started because what I'm making is gonna take a little bit of time. And I'm actually making one of my favorite Moroccan meals, which is a chicken tagine. So there's some onions, some carrots, some potatoes, and chicken. And I'm gonna put it in here and let it cook. I've never been to Asia, and working on Cambly, I have talked to a lot of Japanese and Korean people, and I think it would be great to live and work in Korea for a little bit. Their food sounds amazing. At my school, we don't have paid vacation days, but we do follow the regular school schedule, so when it's a holiday, there are no classes. And if we want to set up a vacation, we definitely can. We just have to request the time off and try to help find a substitute. Alright, so before it gets too late or this Instagram story gets way too long, I just wanted to explain actually how I work here. So I do work for a language school. I teach kids, teenagers, and adults there, as well as some business professionals. We get paid per hour, which is great, but we also have a guaranteed salary of 3,000 dirham, or about $300. So like the month of August, there's not a lot of work. We still get that money. On top of that, I work when I can on Cambly, which is a great online source. If you want more information about Cambly, you can send me a message. I'd be happy to tell you about it. And other than that, occasionally I pick up like a private class from a friend, past students, or even just acquaintances for a little extra cash. All right, well, I feel like there was a lot more we could have talked about, so I'm gonna put my Instagram here. If you guys have any other questions about living, working in Morocco, specifically Rabat, or using Cambly as a platform, feel free to send a message to me over there on my personal Instagram. I'd be more than happy to help you. But thanks for coming along today. It was great to show you a little bit of the city and tell you a little bit about my life. And I'm gonna go eat that delicious dinner I just made. See ya.